So I read the first story in A Phoenix First Must Burn, and it was brilliant. I loved it. It was sci-fi, and I loved it because it was short. It was a short story, and that worked for me. Okay. So it's 4 o'clock in the morning. There's so many shenanigans. And I'm reading such good books this time. I'm already loving everything I'm reading. Sorry, I'm being illuminated by electricity. Well, aren't we all? Deep thoughts from 4 in the morning. It's starting to get light out, and I think as soon as it does get properly early morning-ish, I'm gonna go sit outside and I'm gonna read Earth by Cecilia Wallach, and I'm gonna read the whole thing outside this morning, and then I'm probably gonna go to bed. I have read the first story from A Phoenix First Must Burn. I have read 75 pages of Upright Women Wanted, and I am in love with that story so much. I'm already planning my cosplay. It's gonna be great. And I have listened to %30 of The Daughters of Nuri, and I'm also loving that so much. So I'm having a lovely start to the readathon. Yeah, I think that's everything that I've done so far. Okay.
The seats were made of a beautiful mahogany and carved with care, cushioned with plucked bird feathers wrapped in.
I just started this and it's already making me so happy. And I'm suddenly having so many emotions, and I didn't come out here for the emotions, and I feel attacked. The art style in this graphic novel is stunning. This just got so political. So political. So political. This is complex as hell. So I just finished it. And I'm so worried about everybody. I didn't expect this. This is so short. Everything's fine. In reality. Let's go with that. Okay. I've gotten to 50% through The Daughters of Nuri today. I have read the Avatar comic, and I have gotten to page 135 in Upright Women Wanted. And I've read another story of A Phoenix First Must Burn. I might read another short story right now because I'm not feeling like finishing Upright Women Wanted just yet. That's the problem. That's the problem of reading really good books in a readathon. You don't want to finish them. It is 26 minutes past midnight. I have just finished A Fright Woman Wanted, which is my first book of the readathon. So yeah, I did it. I'm going to bed because I don't think I could keep going like this for the next 6 days, even if I'd like to. I need sleep. I think tomorrow I'm gonna try and read a little bit of Scythe and Such a Fun Age. Okay, bye. It is day 3 of the readathon, and I'm currently listening to Such a Fun Age by Kylie Reid, and that book is so intense. I didn't see it coming. Honestly, I just feel like all of these white people are so dumb, and they should just leave our main character alone. Oh, except for the baby. The baby's adorable. But that's it. Those are my emotions right now. I'm gonna try and finish it, and then I might read The Deep by River Solomon. Or Scythe. Now, okay, catch up on Scythe. I'm liking it. You're welcome. I am halfway through that book, and it's my least favorite book I've read so far on the readathon. That doesn't mean that it's not good. It just means that it hasn't hit me in any specific way. It hasn't affected me in any specific way, which is the only one out of all the books that I've read so far that hasn't. So I'm liking it. I'm currently thinking of giving it a 4 out of 5 stars, which again, very good, but not excellent. We'll see how it goes, because a lot of stuff has happened in that book, and I've just come to like a big plot twist, so I'm not sure how it's gonna go. But I don't think it's gonna be a 5 stars, partly because it's a sci-fi, and we all know how I do with sci-fis. So yeah, I might try and finish that as well today. We'll see. Okay. So update on Such a Fun Age. I am furious with everyone. I'm just not interested in this book. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I think I'm gonna put it down for now. I have returned back to my comfort reading, which is A Phoenix First Must Burn. Who would have guessed? Well, the concept was always great, but I have never gotten through a short story collection before. And everyone is saying that, like, they can't give short story collections 5 stars because they're written by different people and they feel differently about different stories. But I'm starting to think that that concept might be flawed for me, because even if I don't like all the stories equally, I don't always like all the parts of one book equally. Like, I could get bored at one point and I could still get 5 stars if it resonates with me in a certain way. I don't do the compile thing, which might make my rating slightly more accurate. I might do that additionally to my initial rating, just to make the ratings more objective. But I'm so here for this being a 5-star short story collection because I'm loving every story so far. I'm liking some of them only, but I'm loving the majority of them. Literally, as soon as I start reading this, I just end up smiling to myself. And I'm glad I'm not pushing myself through Scythe, to be completely fair with you. This book has me like, we get it. Murder is bad. It's difficult. Oh no, the morality. Oh no, the morality. We get it. We don't need 450 pages of that. Right? Let's just say I'm not enjoying this book, because I'm not enjoying this book. There's a dilemma. I am on page 280. Like, I have 100 and something pages left. I'm DNFing it for the moment. Yeah. Literally, I spent so much effort today getting through like 30 pages. Because I don't care. Like, I can totally still make this my favorite book if I read it when I'm in the mood. It's happened to me before. It's not like it's unheard of. But it's also happened that I just hated the book. So, DNF. So I went to town because I wanted to get myself some more comic books. And it was raining and it was miserable. And then I get to town and there's a huge power outage. So no card machines work. And I didn't want to risk taking money out during a power outage. So basically that was a wasted time of my life. But now I'm back and I've decided to get myself those comic books on ebook. And that's because basically I have gotten slightly ambitious. I have DNF'd one of my books, but I have gotten through a huge chunk of the rest of them. And I want to add to that list. So I'm going to get myself a Black Panther comic and a Birds of Prey comic. So I am currently reading Melly by Justina Ireland, the short story In a Phoenix First Must Burn. And it's one of my favorite stories of all time. So far, I'm halfway through. And I'm kind of planning to add it to my favorites collection. Favorites list of the year. I'm loving this book so much. I don't know what the weather's doing today, honestly. But I'm not mad about this. So I just finished it and I can confirm that Melly was absolutely amazing. So guys, okay, I've just had a great idea. I've been thinking about like the two things that have really struck me while I was reading this week, and like the two themes that keep coming up. And they are Wild West stories and mermaids. So, considering the fact that it's Friday and I'm thinking of finishing A Phoenix First Must Burn and Daughters of Nuri today, but I still have The Deep to read, and Scythe, maybe, whatever. I have decided to add 2 more books to my reading TBR, A Song Below Water and A Trail of Lightning. I've been meaning to read A Trail of Lightning next week anyway, so if that carries on into next week, that's not a big deal. But it's Friday. Like, I don't think that's possible. We'll see. Yeah, if you like crazy decisions, stay tuned, I guess. I finished it. Yes. I'm so proud. That is my 5th book of the readathon done. I'm gonna read another book, another story in A Phoenix First Must Burn. Then I'm probably gonna watch TV for a bit. And then I'm gonna try and stay up until 4 o'clock in the morning to read, because I had so much fun on Monday doing that. And I would like to do that again before the end of the readathon. And I think between Friday and Saturday is the best time for me. Yeah. I'm not sure whether I'm going to read short stories or novellas or graphic novels. Or whether I'm going to like start on the 2 books I've added to the readathon, or whether I'm going to read The Deep, which is the last book on my original TBR. Or I might finish Scythe. There's a lot of options here. We'll see. So I just blah 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 blah. So I just recreated my reading a book that inspired a movie challenge, by reading the Birds of Prey comic while rewatching Harley Quinn, the Emancipation, Birds of Prey and the Fantabulous Emancipation of One Harley Quinn, which is a fantastic movie. I'm loving it. Again, I've watched it before, a couple of weeks ago for the first time. So I did that. The comic was only about 17 pages, but it was a very good 17 pages, and I really liked it. So now I'm probably going to read Firefly while watching Birds of Prey. There is one Firefly comic that I own that I haven't read yet, and I would like to get to it. Also, it follows through with my Wild West theme going on this week, apparently. So I'm going to do that. Okay, bye. So it's 1 o'clock in the morning and I'm already shattered. I have read the Harley Quinn comic and I have read a third of the Firefly comic. And I think I'm going to recreate the first book you touch challenge, because let's be real, I don't think I'm going to finish Scythe, at least not this week. I don't think it's going to happen. So instead, I have decided to write down my new books on my TBR, so A Song Along Water and A Trail of Lightning, and pick one of those and then read that book. So smart. So I have my mixing bowl with my 2 options here. I've mixed them up. I did the best I could to mix them up. So basically the book that I pick will decide which book I'm going to start reading first. That will give me the best chance of finishing it this week. But the second book that I did not choose, won't choose in this, is still going to get read probably next week. So it's not too big a deal, but it does work with the first book I touch. So let's do this. A Trail of Lightning. Okay. So I'm going to start that. I think I'm going to listen to that one on audiobook. So yeah, that's perfect because I'm quite sleepy, so an audiobook is very good for this. Okay. Bye. All right, I have made a big mistake. For some reason, I thought that the Trail of Lightning book took place in the past. So this one's very much in the modern time, I think. I've just started it. Okay, slight spoiler. I am loving that Ta just sets her up with his grandson. Like, that's peak granddad. Like, oh, we need a job done? I have a grandson. He can do anything. Let's go. Oh, is it a dangerous mission? I don't care. My grandson is very skilled, you know. I love that so much because that is so grandparents. I'm on chapter 5 of A Trail of Lightning right now. It's very good. It's amazing. I am loving this. I think I was wrong again. I think this is set in the future, but I'm not sure. Okay, you can tell how tired I am by this. This book is set in the future. I'm loving the book. Just a wee bit sleepy. So one kind of cool thing is that the main character in this book, in The Trail of Lightning, is called Magdalena, and my name was supposed to be Magdalena, so that's very cute. I'm quite happy about that. Yeah. The deep's getting really good. It took me a while to get through the first couple of chapters because it was a lot of world building, which was fine, but it was quite complex, so it took a while. And now we're getting to the character work, and I'm so here for it. Excuse the hair, I haven't brushed it yet today. It's a very COVID-19 aesthetic. It's the last day of the readathon. I have 40 pages left of A Phoenix First Must Burn, and I have 40 pages left of A Trail of Lightning. I can do this. And if I make that happen, I would have read 10 books this week. I'm starting to feel it, so I'm not adding another book to the list. I'm loving both of these books so much. So much. And yeah, I think they're absolutely 5-star books already. That was so good. I just finished it. And that is my last book of the reading rush. I think this was one of the best things I have read this year. I loved it so much. I'm so happy. And yeah, that makes it 10 books that I have read and 1 DNF this week. Thank you everyone for watching. I had a lovely time. But I think I'm gonna go watch Legend of Korra now and rest and relax, and I will see you in a new vlog of some kind later. Bye.